In the heartland, a battle is intensifying between two candidates competing for a seat on the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Liberal Judge Susan Crawford and conservative Judge Brad Schimel faced off during a debate last night in Milwaukee over a number of issues, including reproductive rights and the millions of dollars being spent on the race by high-profile billionaires and outside groups.
You know, he is paying good lip service to the principles of impartiality and open-mindedness. But throughout this campaign, he has taken issues on cases pending before the Wisconsin Supreme Court, including cases like one involving an 1849 abortion law that, if it were in effect, would criminalize pretty much all abortions in Wisconsin.
My opponent was supported by George Soros. That man has funded DAs and judges. Oh, fair enough, but I'd like to talk about it. He's funded DAs and judges who have let dangerous criminals out on the street. He's funded efforts to defund the police in America. He's a dangerous person to have an endorsement from.
The election, which is technically nonpartisan, is scheduled for April 1st. Joining us now, Wisconsin Democratic Party Chairman Ben Wikler. Ben, good to see you again. You certainly got a rooting interest in this race. But give us your analysis as to what you heard last night and why this race, one state of the country, actually means a lot going forward.
Last night, we heard a debate between Susan Crawford, who is steadfast in not taking a position on issues that might come before the court, and Brad Schimel, who's now been funded by $10.2 million from Elon Musk. And you heard him there trying to throw the topic of conversation to something else because he doesn't want to publicly own what he's been saying privately. He says that this race is a chance for his donor base to retake the court. And the significance of this nationally is that Wisconsin Supreme Court came within a single vote of overturning the 2020 presidential election. And Brad Schimel's support from Elon Musk stems in part from the fact that election challenges, election subversion, voter suppression that affects the whole country, House majority, Senate majority, the White House, could run through the Wisconsin Supreme Court. And he's essentially sold the farm to the richest person in the world who's trying to dismantle the government. On top of that, Elon Musk has his own case that'll affect his own bottom line, a Tesla lawsuit that will probably reach the state Supreme Court sometime soon as well.
Ben, it's Ali Vitale. You often talk about the way that this has national implications, reiterating it there, but it also feels like it could be the first potential test of Elon Musk and if he has any political salience in the minds of voters, though I do have to wonder if a debate centered on boogeyman billionaires actually serves the voters here.
Well, I think it is material that someone who right now is attacking Social Security, the Department of Education, but if he breaks the law, could be pardoned by Trump at the federal level, but not the state level, that person, that Elon Musk, has made this his first big fight and investment in politics after helping Trump buy the White House last year. So there is that level. There's also this question of the energy on the ground, as you say. And what we're finding right now, Republicans released a poll saying the race is tied. I think that assumes an even turnout level. And the question we have is, do Democrats have the energy to get up off the mat and fight back? And when we talk to folks on the doors, and folks can volunteer at peoplevmusk.org, they can sign up and get involved. What we're finding is that people who are Democrats are furious about what they're seeing, whereas a lot of Republicans, they're just kind of watching this all go by and starting to get nervous about what's happening to their 401ks and what might happen to their Social Security offices.
So, Ben, let's get you in now on the topic we were just talking about, the debate within Democratic circles as to what to do about the looming government shutdown. Walk us through your calculations and your opinion.
Well, nobody wants a shutdown of the federal government, although Trump kind of might. But the other side of the coin here is that the fundamental Constitution of the United States is under attack. Elon Musk is using, with Trump's blessing, the power of impoundment to go after things like cancer research, like the Veterans Administration, like the Social Security Administration, that Congress has mandated and that Elon Musk and Donald Trump want to slash. And so Democrats have leverage in this moment to say, you can't do that. You cannot abrogate the power of Congress Congress by slashing things that the public's representatives have voted for. And Democrats can drive that line to not cut things that people need in order to hold on to that power. And I think for Democrats to make clear that if the Republicans want Democrats' votes to keep the government open, they need to back away from this assault on things that the whole country relies on. That can send a very powerful message to this administration and the country that Democrats are saying no to Musk's cuts.
Right. I wanted to ask you overall how the Democrats are doing, Ben. What do you think has been the most effective pushback to Trump's policies, politically effective?
The most powerful thing is drawing a connection between what Trump and Musk are doing and people's real lives. The more we hear from the families that are waiting for the cancer research that has just been impounded by the government, the more it becomes clear that these are not political games. This is not some Doge website. This is real life on the ground in states like Wisconsin that affect everybody.
All right, Chair of the Democratic Party of Wisconsin, Ben Wikler, thank you very much for coming on this morning.